we're very happy with the reaction. Certainly there's quite a bit of interest in Korea. There's quite a bit of interest in Japan. That's where we do also investments. There's a great inflow of capital in those markets. There are a number of reasons. There's, of course, a very interesting investment prospects. There are some geopolitical factors behind it. But overall, we feel like we are in very good positions to utilize those capital to generate the kind of return that a lot of the investors are looking for. I think one thing that's sort of interesting for the last couple of years or so, the diversity of investors that are coming into the private market is getting bigger and bigger.
Diversity as in retail?
Meaning that, what used to be more traditional Western market capital, now there is Asian capital, Middle Eastern capital. So as asset managers, I think we have a better access to a more diverse group of investors.
So you invest in healthcare, consumer, and B2B services in South Korea and Japan. In terms of sectors and the markets, so which one are you seeing really a lot of interest coming from those investors that you just mentioned?
I think in general, healthcare is a sector that a lot of investors are looking at, right? From a demographic standpoint, there are a lot of structural factors behind some interest in those two countries.
What about between South Korea and Japan? Do you see any spread, any discrepancy?
Yeah, I think even at Milken Conference today, I think there is a very strong interest as well as enthusiasm for Japan. I mean, this is quite different from the past decade or so, right? And you can kind of see quite a bit of inflow of capital in the public market, private market, but also inflow of people with inbound travels and everything else. I think Japan is on the precipice of maybe coming out of this 2 decades long deflationary period, and there are actual really good signs of inflation and a positive cycle, and we sense that at conferences like here. And you can say kind of similar things about Korea, but on the Korean side, I think there's even more kind of enthusiasm about entrepreneurship, the venture, the dynamics of private market is a little bit different. So overall, we're quite happy with where we